score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they want to give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folgers. Soldier, flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face Nazi. Talking all Aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Throwing first play is Herbert. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Down inside the 10, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brissett on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Brissett. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill. To throw again on second down. Brissett. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's White. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Zamir White with his first career NFL touchdown. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Play fake, Brissett. Over the middle, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, Brissett. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Oh, what a move. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards that time. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kenny Galladay. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brissett now. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 30 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Herbert on first down now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Bucs at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first two games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cordero Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
We got 4. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Touchdown! DJ Moore, 40 yards.
And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. O.J. Howard, 62 yards.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
57 to mark. 57 to mark. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit. Kill.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Brissett being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The final shot before the break for Herbert. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good. Shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They go play action with Brissett. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Set on fourth down. Forced out to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cordero Patterson. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A first down throw for Brissett. Buying time to his left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing. Brissett. Dancing to his left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Brissett. Steps away to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Brissett. Being chased out left. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Tossing out right here to Patterson.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Moore.
Finding space at the 40, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Back now in Tampa. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Patterson. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. What'd you say, 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Brissett's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Santos now to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
It was the 2nd straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, kill. Show it up. Hey, kill. Let's go.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th.
Kirk, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bucs, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.